Don't be so understanding toward us as men. Do not be so forgiving toward us. Do not be so patient with us.
Let me share a secret with you. See, a man knows exactly what he wants.
Don't make the mistake of being so understanding and forgiving that you overlook the fact that you're being disrespected.
Don't be too nice to that man. Women who are too nice, too kind, too understanding always finish last.
Stop giving men benefit of the doubt.
I think that the worst thing to be as a woman is too understanding. I'ma just say it.
Don't be so understanding toward us as men. Do not be so forgiving toward us. Do not be so patient with us. Do not be so gracious with us. And do not be so empathetic with us. Because 9 out of 10 times, maybe even 10 out of 10 times in some cases, a man is always going to put himself first. He's looking out for his own self. He's not thinking about the woman or having her best interest in mind. A lot of men are selfish as hell. They're already operating from a paradigm of selfishness. And if they see that you're an empath, you're forgiving, you're patient, you're very gracious, and you give them more of the benefit of the doubt than they deserve, they're going to take that and run with it every single time. And I'm not saying that those things are bad by any means, but what I am saying is when you embody those things excessively, too much patience, too much understanding, too much empathy, too much grace, that is when it becomes a bad thing, because at that point you start to lose yourself in the process by overgiving. Here you are waiting and sticking around thinking that this dude is going to change because he told you he was. Where's the proof? Where are the actions? 9 out of 10 times, we're not going to change if we don't want to change for ourselves. What makes you think that we're going to change for you if we don't even want to change for ourselves? It's not going to happen. When men truly want to change, they will. You don't have to ask them. You don't have to implore them. You don't have to send these long messages, call them for hours, crash out on them. You don't have to do any of that. But when they see that you are over empathetic, over understanding, over giving, over patient, it's a wrap. They're never going to change. Lowering your standards and folding your boundaries for a man is literally the worst thing you can do as a woman, because now you're settling for someone who isn't even willing to step it up to give you the things that you deserve in life. Let them call you picky. Let them say your standards are unattainable, they're unrealistic. They're there for a reason, and if he can't reach them for whatever reason, another man will. Never drop your standards for a dude, because you will 100% live a life of misery. All your standards, you're too picky, you're going to be alone. I'd rather be alone than to be with your lazy ass who isn't willing to step it up to give me the things that I deserve or the things that I want in life. Straight up.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be hearing relationship advice directly from men. This isn't about saying what sounds nice or what women want to hear. It's about hearing their honest perspective on the things they believe women should stop doing if they want healthier, stronger relationships. Some of the advice may be difficult to hear. Some of it you might agree with, and some of it you might not. But the goal isn't to argue, it's to understand a different point of view. So listen with an open mind and let's hear what the men have to say.
A slippery slope that many people fall into is being so understanding that they become tolerant. And if you're emotionally intelligent, you could find the language to explain what you found to understand about the person and why they operate in certain behaviors. But in that, a lot of times, that grace can turn into coddling. And it's because when you really like somebody, you want to see the best in them and you want them to be in your life, like obviously. And due to that, a lot of times we'll be dishonest on how people are. And then we're being optimistic in how they could change. But usually treating somebody good won't actually equate to them treating you better. A lot of times it's not going to make them change at all. Because what you're saying somebody by your actions is, no matter what I do, you're still going to love me and still give me the benefits. And because of that, people are not going to want to do better if they're already getting all the benefits. It's kind of like why people be like, oh, why won't this person cuff me? If you're in a situationship and you're doing all these wife or husband things or boyfriend or girlfriend things for somebody you're not with, why would they commit to you? Because they're already getting all the benefits. And because people tend to rationalize things because we want things to make sense, a lot of times it's not even honest in how we do. We try to rationalize it and we're not being completely honest about the other person. And honestly, most times they just don't care. And the thing about people is people typically change for 3 reasons: pain, loss, and consequence. And if they're not dealing with any of those things, then why would they even be motivated to change? In an ideal world, if you're good to somebody, they should, treat you well. But that's not how the real world works. And a lot of times, really, they'll treat you even worse, or they're not going to change at all. because they're already getting what they want. A lot of times people, when it comes to relationships, it's about what they can get out of it. So if they're getting what they want out of it, why be better to you and why give you what you want if you know that or if they know that you're not gonna change their behavior and they're gonna get what they want even if you don't get what you want.
Hello, sis. Don't be an understanding girlfriend. Let me tell you this. Let me share a secret with you. See, a man knows exactly what he wants. All right? Don't be an understanding girlfriend. Don't settle for less. And I'm being serious right now because you notice that you be in a particular relationship that you were an understanding girlfriend. The moment a breakup happens, you see the next person this man is going to meet, you see him treating the lady better. Okay? And now you ask yourself, why didn't he do this for me and all? Listen, it's because you were an understanding girlfriend. When a man loves, he goes out of his way to make his lady happy. You got what you settled for. You were thinking that the proof of love is long suffering. No, it's not. All right? See, one thing about men is that they go out for what they want and they take care of what they want. An understanding girlfriend is somebody that thinks that, oh, I'm trying to please him. I'm trying to make him happy. Oh, he shoots me because I'm understanding. No, men are not wired like that. A man goes out to make his lady happy. So your job is to be his lady. Your job is to tell him what you want, especially when you know that he can afford it. All right? So do not at any point think that becoming an understanding girlfriend is what is going to make him to love you more. No, men are not wired like that. Okay? Be hot. Wear your confidence like a red shotgun and bounce always. All right? If he loves you, he's going to be there.
Don't be too nice to that man. Women who are too nice, too kind, too understanding always finish last. Because when a man can see that a woman is very nice, very understanding, he will take advantage of you. Why do you think it's always the baddest, most evil women who get the man? Because those women don't take any nonsense and men can sense that and make sure that they are on their best behavior around her. Let me give you an example. He takes 1 week to respond to your message. And then he eventually gets back to you saying that he hasn't been in touch because he was really busy, because of work, blah, blah, blah. When you are too nice and too understanding, you will start to see those reasons as valid. That's because as a woman, your nature is to be caring and compassionate. But when you tell him that it's okay, that you understand because he was busy, what a man interprets in that situation is that he can get away with ignoring you as long as he's able to provide a reason that is good enough to convince you. And so he will keep behaving badly with different reasons each time. He will keep pushing against your boundaries little by little until you no longer recognize who you are. Right thing to do in a situation where a man ignores you and then gives you a reason why is to thank him for the reason, but tell him that if he ever does it again, that is the relationship over.
Don't make the mistake of being so understanding and forgiving that you overlook the fact that you're being disrespected. Okay? Because at some point, it's not maturity. Okay? It's self-neglect with good intentions. Okay? You're not being patient. You're being convenient. Okay? There's a difference between grace and tolerance, and you've been mixing them up. Okay? Explaining someone's behavior doesn't excuse it. You can understand why someone acts the way they do and still decide you don't want to deal with it. Those two things can coexist. It's okay. Being kind doesn't mean being quiet all the time. Okay? Being forgiving doesn't mean being available for nonsense. Okay? So if someone keeps crossing the line and you keep moving it, that's not growth on your part. Okay? That's training them. So yeah, be empathetic, be understanding. All of those are good things. Just don't be so evolved that you forget to respect yourself, okay? Because peace shouldn't cost you your dignity.
Women, listen to me. Women, listen to me. If you're the type that like pitying men, if they like to pity man, stop it. Men don't operate like that too. Men don't pity women. If men they pity women, you won't have ex. Your ex won't have left you for another woman. Men, they don't know what is pity. So why will you be pitying a man? Why will you be pitying a man? The worst thing that can ever happen to a woman is to manage a relationship. Don't manage any relationship. You're a queen. You deserve something good. You deserve something good. They don't born management. Stop managing any relationship. You deserve something better. Don't pity any man. Don't pity anybody. Because if men are operating the way you're operating, you won't have any S. You will pity a man, do everything for that man, be there for that man. When you will not need the man will not be there for you. Who pity help? Stop to the pity men. Stop pitying any man. I And this is the reason why men are taking advantage of you people, because you people always pity. Eh? The word is enough for the wise.
Understanding is not bad. It's when you are too understanding, when you are too forgiving. That is when it becomes bad. That when you are so empathetic to the extent you do not set your boundaries. Like you made it very obvious that no matter what it does, you are always there to forgive. You are always there to understand. Then he will also make it obvious to you that he finds no value in you. Like he will disrespect you openly because he knows that you will always be there to always forgive him, that no matter what he does, you are always there to understand, you are always there to forgive. He will always look for a way to make excuse for himself, and you will always be there to understand and take all his BS. That is why no matter what you do in their relationship, always put yourself first. Don't let any man take you for a ride. Always set your boundary. It's very, very important. Don't be too forgiving. Don't be too empathetic. Always make sure your boundaries come first before your empathy. If not, he will take you for a ride. If you find this video interesting, kindly hit on the red subscribe button and let's continue, guys.
Ladies, do not make excuses for a man's behavior, okay? Welcome to the Daddy Academy. Everybody has anxieties, depressions, traumas, different attachment styles, right? Avoidant attachment, anxious attachment, and it leads to them kind of, going about relationships in different ways. But listen, this is your life. And if a guy isn't doing that work on his own, like going to therapy, watching videos, consuming content about, their specific situations and how they're going about it and trying to better themselves, it is not up to you to make that excuse for them and give them the benefit of the doubt, okay? A true man, a true daddy energy man who's about bettering his life and, trying to be the best version of himself possible is going to do that self-work and will be self-aware enough, emotionally aware enough to be like, you know what? I've treated these people bad, or like I'm not able to connect with people in this way, or I'm not giving the relationships in my life like the best me, and they'll go about trying to figure that out, okay? If you're seeing a guy and it's this toxic back and forth and it's like a fucking nightmare to get things to work, you can't stay with a guy like that. You have to cut it off, right? This is your life. You're not in his life, right? You have a life too. And if you're healthy and ready to have somebody meet you there, and this guy's down here, and like, where you're gonna meet? You're gonna meet in the middle, which is worse for you, right? Like, he hasn't done the work yet. He needs to get to a place where he is confident in himself. He is mentally and emotionally ready for a relationship, stable, ready to give you what you need. Do not make excuses and say, oh no, he's just an avoidant attachment. Like, I got to give him some time. Like, no. Why do you want to be with somebody who is so avoidant attachment? Let's just say that's what it is, that he's incapable of giving you what you need, right? This is your life. Go find a guy who's done that work. Maybe he was, but kind of he did the work and he figured out how to go about life and how to be able to give the partner in his life what she needs. Okay, so don't make excuses, diagnose them like you're his psycho, like you're his therapist. If you're not getting what you want, you got to cut it off. You got to move on. Okay, because there are guys out there who, if you're stuck focusing on this guy who it's not working with, you're not open to meeting the people who are going to meet you and match you of what exactly you need.
Hey, let me tell you all something, man. You see, us men are very intentional. We are intentional beings. We know exactly what we're doing. Don't swear by us that we don't understand. Don't swear by us that we just don't get it. Don't swear by us that we're confused. Don't swear. We know exactly what we are doing. We are intentional. Everything that we do, there's a reason why we do it. Whether we cheat, we don't come home. You're not the first time. You're not the first one that we're doing it with. You're not the first one. This is our behavior. This is what we do until we don't want to do it. And so I'm just telling you this because I think you are giving men too many of us the benefit of the doubt. And I think as a grown man now, it's time for us to be honest. Shit is breaking. Our society, our communities are breaking. And I'm not talking about what the women are doing right now. I'm talking about us. We know exactly what the hell we're doing. And so this is when you have to put your foot down. Because we got to stop. The shit is old. The gig is up. We're very intentional. Please, so when you see a man behaving a certain way, acting a certain way, not calling you, not talking to you, very intentional. Very intentional. Completely intentional. And this is why you must do what you must do. Don't match the energy, just match the effort. If they ain't trying, you stop trying. If they ain't asking you out, don't. Leave them alone. Sometimes y'all gotta leave people alone for you all to realize that they don't want you. But when you keep interfering and objecting, hey, what if I'm giving that? No, then you will be confused. You gotta be very, listen, let these men play games with themselves. I'm just talking, being honest. I'm sure this shit is getting old. I'm tired of us doing all this shit, man. We gotta stop. Our society is getting worse and worse. Our women hate us. It's time to fix the shit, man.
Good morning, Coach Tyrone here. I'm going to give you 5 signs that you are excusing his or her behavior. Anything you excuse, you welcome it and you're condoning it. Number 1, you constantly want to please him or her at your own expense. Oh, come on, talk to me. You're losing something trying to please him, trying to please her, knowing you don't get the same treatment. You're wasting your time. You're pouring from an empty vessel into a broken vessel. Nothing you do is enough. You tried everything. They still complain and you constantly want to please them, and it's hurting you pleasing them. Number 2, you allow him or her to treat you poorly or less than. This person treats you like you property, like they bought you from the store. They treat you like an animal. They treat you like a doormat, a punching bag, a slave, a prisoner, etc. They treat you like anything other than a human being. And it is wrong and it hurts you and you know it, but you're afraid to walk away because you're operating in the spirit of fear. Fear stands for what? False evidence that appears to be real. It's not real, and it is a spirit that God didn't give you. Number 3, you don't think you deserve much from him or her, and you settle for the bare minimum. At least I got a man, but he treats you like crap. I mean, at least I got a woman. I ain't getting cheated on like the rest of the individuals out there, but she's very disrespectful to you. You chose the less of abuse, and it is still abuse because you don't know your value and you don't know your worth. Number 4, you're not feeling like yourself. You're broken. Oh boy, trying to fix him is breaking you. Trying to help her is hurting you, and you constantly do it because you don't know your value. And it is easier to give birth than raise the dead. You got to understand that. Let sleeping dogs lie. You tried everything and it did not work, but it's one thing you didn't do. You didn't walk away, and it's time for you to do so. And number 5, you neglect your own needs for theirs. How many times have you put you on the back burner trying to please him or trying to please her? And I'm pretty sure this one hit you dead in the stomach because you always put you second to them. They never have and never will do the same for you. If you're struggling with anything I just covered, comment in the comment section. Let's talk there. I want to hear more from you. Like and subscribe to this video. I'll see you on the next one. God bless you. But don't put up with this no more because you don't have to. Cool? Have a good one.
Baby girl, listen to me. Don't ever, 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 ever play the role of the understanding girlfriend. Don't ever play the role of the cool girl, the cool girlfriend, the understanding girlfriend. If you really want to end up with nothing at all, be the understanding girlfriend. Be the cool girlfriend. You see, abantu abanjalo babonga ngeplate lamasimba abantu abanjalo, because if you really, really, really want to be a doormat, a wiping cloth for a man, be the understanding girlfriend. Be the cool girl. Be the cool girlfriend. No one gets as much disappointment as those people there. Those people have angazi ngempela ukuthi babekezela kanjani. I mean, you get the most poorest behavior from a man by being an understanding woman, by being the cool woman. If ngempela nje ufuna ukuphathwa njengenja nje, like you into engalutho, like you are doormat, be that. Because I mean, women like that, the way they get, it's actually so painful the way they get walked all over. They get taken advantage, they get taken for granted. They get introduced to a life of disappointments, and it gets to a point where lo muntu usejwayele ngempela, because and it's a bad kind of a trait, being the understanding girl, the cool girlfriend, because you're actually and you're enabling him to continue with his poor behavior. Whenever he does something fucked up, something wrong, he just brushes it off like, it doesn't matter, but I've got a cool girlfriend, I've got the coolest girlfriend, the most understanding girlfriend. So this actually encourages him to get up to more shit. It encourages him his behavior to even get worse than it is. And then men like this, when they have an understanding girlfriend, a cool girlfriend, they get so comfortable to the point where it becomes a norm. He starts pushing the envelope. He'll start with his and shit. He'll start with small disappointments like missing dinner dates, cancelling plans, lack of communication, and then he'll start pushing the envelope because he sees my girlfriend understanding, well, my girlfriend she's understanding. And then as soon as a man picks up I've got an understanding woman, I've got a cool girlfriend, I will start pushing the envelope there. Now it's gonna move to cheating. multiple women, nudes, behaving ngacacile with other women, that it's definitely cheating. I really want you, listen to me, Queen, don't ever be the cool girlfriend, don't ever be the understanding girlfriend. You will regret it, ngempela.
I think that the worst thing to be as a woman is too understanding. I'ma just say it. The second that a man realizes that every single inconvenience that occurs, you're like, oh, it's fine, it's okay, don't worry about it, I'm not mad, da da da. And he realizes that you're not complaining, you're not saying anything, and every time it's like literally just okay, that's all you're ever going to get from that man. You're going to have an okay ass man. You're not going to have a great man. You're going to have an okay ass man because he's going to do just enough. But he's never going to do too much. You know why? Because you are showing him that you are a low maintenance girl. Like, no. And I feel like people confuse being nice with being understanding. You could be understanding and still be very strict and very specific. And that's the type of woman that I aspire to be in this day and age. I want to be a specific ass woman. I want to know exactly what I want. I want you to know that Cass likes A, B, and C done in 1, 2, 3 order. You get what I'm saying? I never want a nigga to feel like you just give me your scraps. You could just give me anything and I'm going to take that shit. Nah. Take it back and do it like this. But I'm not saying it to be a bitch. It's just sometimes you gotta let a nigga know. Let a nigga know. Because where there is a shortcut and an easier way in, he's gonna take that shit.
Stop giving men benefit of the doubt. This is something you need to understand. Men are very aware of what they're doing. They're very aware. You making excuses for his behavior is only going to hurt you down the road. Just because you give grace to yourself does not mean you need to give grace to other people, especially men. I'm going to need you to stand on business when it comes to these men. If he does something once to disrespect you, you need to get rid of him. The love for yourself needs to be stronger than the like that you have for him. This is a no-fail situation. If a man shows you who he is, it will only get worse down the line. There is no justifying. He could have had a bad day, fine. He could have went through something going on like with his family. There could have been something at work. Regardless, there should be no excuse for the way that he treated you. A man who is self-aware and knows how to regulate his emotions, they know very well how to treat people, even when they're upset, okay? Even if they're going through things, they still know how to communicate. So don't give him these excuses of why he didn't do something or what he did to disrespect you. They're very aware. The only person you should get benefit of the doubt for is yourself, because you know who you are, but do not give other people benefit of the doubt. Again, especially men. You're gonna waste so much years of your life if you continue to make excuses for these men. I'm telling you right now, if they show you who they are the first time, you need to believe them.
Okay, stay with me. Let me tell you what happens when you are too nice and too understanding to people. When you are too nice, when you are too understanding to your partner, it gets you used. Yes. They will use you. They will treat you like trash, and they will not care how you feel. Do you know why? Because for all the time they've been maltreating you, you've been nice, you've been accepting rubbish from them. And that's why they will never stop. I don't know if you get me. When you're too nice to your partner, when you're too understanding, when you can take in rubbish, when you can tolerate rubbish from them. Because they say love is patient, love is tolerance. You now accept to tolerate rubbish from them. They won't stop. They will keep using you. They'll keep playing in your face. They'll keep maltreating you. They'll do any sort of thing, all manner of things to you. You know why? Because they know you understand and you still stay. Because they know you go nowhere. Because they know it's what you want to take. You've been taking it and you will keep taking it. If you're too nice, too understanding, especially to the wrong people, to the wrong partner, to the wrong person, in fact, you're going to be crying for the rest of your life because they will not change. Because you are telling them how to treat you bad. You're teaching them how to treat you bad, and it will continue. So you have to stop today. Okay? If your partner does what you don't like, you correct them immediately. Put a stop to it so that it won't continue. It doesn't mean you are not tolerating, you're not tolerant, you are not understanding, no. But when it comes to rubbish, don't take it from anybody. No matter the love you have for them, tell them so that it won't continue. Okay? It is well. My name is Chisel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Let me say this loud and clear. Women need to stop having empathy for men completely. Not some men, not the so-called good ones, not the ones who've been through a lot. No, none. Because the moment you start making exceptions is the same moment you start making excuses. And those excuses are how you get trapped. That's how you end up giving your mind, your body, your energy, your loyalty, your time, your effort, your peace, your life to a man who was never capable of reciprocating the love and understanding or compassion that you gave him. I hear some men and women say, well, not all men are like that, but how would you know? When most men don't even know themselves. When most men are performing goodness while hiding their entitlement behind kindness. You see, the ones who seem good, they still benefit from patriarchy. They still uphold systems that hurt women. They still remain silent when other men harm us because silence protects them too. And until men as a collective begin holding each other accountable, until they stop seeing us as less than, until they start leading themselves through healing instead of dragging women through hell, none of them are worthy of your empathy. Empathy is a sacred offering. It's not supposed to be handed out like candy just because someone's hurting, especially when they're still hurting you. This isn't bitterness. This is wisdom. Because if you keep making room for the exception, you'll keep living in the exception to your own peace. Now let's break this all the way down. You see, empathy is the ability to understand and feel what another person is going through. It's not just recognizing someone's pain, it's emotionally connecting to it. It's, I feel you, I see your suffering, I care about it like it's my own. It's powerful, it's beautiful. But when it's misused or misdirected, especially in a patriarchal society, it becomes a weapon used against women.
Ladies, let me learn you something right quick in case your mama never did, because mine didn't. I had to learn this on my own. You don't get a thing for helping a man in his lowest times. You get absolutely nothing. You don't get a reward for that. When he get up, he gonna get gone. Just know that. He might not even like you no more. Because men be in their feelings when women got more money than them and more sense than them, more intelligence than them, more ideas than them. He'll suck all your energy out and suck all your good intentions out and leave you high and dry. And he'll be up and you'll be down. The transfer of energy is insane. Let that man figure that shit out on his own, because that's how you become a man, when you learn how to figure shit out on your own. Let him do it.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you are coming across us for the first time, kindly hit on the red subscribe button down there. Drop your opinion at the comment section if you agree and if you don't also agree with these points. Let me know at the comment section. Thank you guys, I really appreciate, and bye for now.